Welcome to From the Pages, where we crack open classic wrestling magazines and break them down line by line, issue by issue. Today we take you back to December 2003, the premiere issue of WWE Smackdown magazine. This was a major milestone. WWE had already launched Raw magazine in 1996, and now, nearly 8 years later, Smackdown finally got its own spotlight. And this issue pulled no punches. John Cena, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Stu Hart, No Mercy results, and a whole lot of backstage gossip. Cover and headliners. Kurt Angle, Steel City Hero, a heartfelt look at Pittsburgh's favorite Olympic gold medalist. John Cena, Spotlight on Thugonomics. Cena opens up about hip-hop, passion, and proving doubters wrong. Brock Lesnar, Hurts So Good. Lesnar talks about his love for destruction. Stu Hart Tribute, Calgary's Wrestling King, celebrating the legacy of one of the sport's greatest trainers. Feature highlights. John Cena, Believe the Hype. In a raw and passionate interview, John Cena speaks about his love for hip-hop, the making of his album Basic Thugonomics, and how his wrestling career and musical aspirations are both rooted in real work and hustle. Cena emphasizes that he writes his own lyrics, doesn't care about critics, and lives for authenticity, hip-hop and wrestling alike. Kurt Angle. Steel City's favorite son, Kurt Angle, returns to Pittsburgh and gives fans a personal tour of his roots. The piece tells the story of his working-class upbringing, the influence of his father, and how sports and steel built his character. It's a deep dive into the man behind the medals. Brock Lesnar, Hurts So Good. Lesnar details the psychology of pain and performance. He explains his motivation for dominating opponents and his twisted joy in doing damage. Lesnar isn't just a brute, he's a man who's found purpose in punishment. Stu Hart Tribute, Calgary's Wrestling King, a respectful memorial to the late Stu Hart, focusing on his role as patriarch of the Hart family and mentor to a generation of wrestling legends. Testimonials from Bret Hart, Chris Benoit, and others reflect his tough but wise training methods. Department Smack Talk, a backstage gossip column loaded with kayfabe heat. Highlights include Rhino showing regret over turning on Chris Benoit, rumors of Undertaker returning to his dead man persona, Jamie Noble and Nydia's fortune drying up, Tori Wilson possibly rekindling something with Billy Kidman behind Billy Gunn's back, Dawn Marie seen dining with Funaki, Ask the Superstars wrestlers talk about what they do on their days off. Fun answers include Cena promoting his album and battling fans in parking lots, Brock Lesnar hunting and building a new home, Undertaker joking that his day off involves figuring out how to get more days off, Edge watching The Simpsons and cuddling his dogs, Big Show living in a zoo with birds, dogs, cats, turtles, and lizards, Spanky going to theme parks weekly, Ultimo Dragon training at his dojo in Mexico City, The Lowdown, Gilman's Corner, Trivia, My Favorite Match, Jamie Noble picks his best match, Taz returns with Tales from the Hook, Randy Savage honored in the Legends section. Pay-per-view coverage, No Mercy 2003 results. A full recap and exclusive photo gallery from WWE's October Smackdown exclusive PPV. Key matches featured Brock Lesnar in a dominant performance, Vince McMahon versus Stephanie McMahon in a father versus daughter I Quit match. ADS and promotions, Figures Toy Company Championship belts, replica belts galore. You could order World Heavyweight Championship, Adult, Deluxe, Kid Size, United States, Intercontinental, Cruiserweight, Tag Team mini belts, and personalized nameplates for stars like Cena, Triple H, Jericho, Lesnar, Angle, and more. Prices ranged from $30 mini to $379 ultra deluxe. WWE merchandise and WWE Shop Zone subscription services, DVD promotions, event merchandise, and collectible action figures were promoted throughout. Video game promotions, Jack 2, PS2 action game starring a grizzled, gun-toting Jack. Tony Hawk's Underground, Thug, a create-your-own skater game pushing boundaries in skateboarding culture. Final Fantasy Act 2, the first direct sequel in Final Fantasy history. WWE WrestleMania the 19 and Backyard Wrestling also featured. Sword of Mana, classic RPG for Game Boy Advance, promoted with poetic copy. Energy Drink Stacker 2 and Stinger Energy Drink were heavily featured, especially with Stacy Keibler branding. Sweepstakes, Nintendo's Mario Kart Double Dash, and WWE offered a contest to win a GameCube, WWE tickets, and gear. No purchase necessary. Entry could be made via postcard or online. This debut issue of Smackdown magazine laid out the brand's identity with precision. The editorial tone was bold, playful, and unapologetically Smackdown-centric. It carved out space for stars like Cena, Lesnar, and Angle while blending backstage drama, lifestyle content, and merchandise culture. For fans in late 2003, this magazine was a true companion to the Blue brand. Love classic wrestling content, deep dive magazine recaps, and wrestling history? Then like, share, and subscribe. We post from the pages daily, detailed, text only, and designed to help fans relive the glory.